And the bus just goes anywhere? Anywhere it wants to, or?
Anywhere in it? I guess. I'm not sure if the bus itself is sentient, but it goes wherever it pleases. It goes where it wants, it stops where it wants. And no outside force can stop it. Believe me, I've seen people try. Once
I mean, I don't know why you'd want to stop the bus. It doesn't sound like a bad thing. Just let it do a thing.
Yeah, well, when you have something that moves as if it is just a thing of nature, others wish to control it. And they will go to extreme extents. Once a child, sick of riding the bus, wished for it to stop for good. Crawled into the engine room, tried ripping it apart, only for the bus to start up again, and well, not much left of that child now, but some say their soul still beats in the engine, forever trapped as a passenger. And authorities have tried numerous times to stop the bus. Police cars try ramming into it, bumping into it, doesn't do anything. A few times they would even try and call in a helicopter, try and shoot the bus's wheels off. Only conventional weapons do nothing to the bus.
So maybe magic?
Possibly magic, or simply a material stronger than any that any of us could be aware of. All I know is that there's only one way to stop the bus, and to stop the bus would be repeating history.
You don't want to stop the bus then, I guess.
Yep, well, the bus will always be stopped eventually. Someone will be curious, plug in the wrong thing. At the beginning of all, there was only stone, gray, monochrome. Life and color will happen, but eventually curiosity will make the beginning the end. Monochrome, stone, nothing
Wait, but it's
moving.
gotta stop at some point. It's gonna run out of gas or something. Or it needs repairs or whatever.
Yes, well, when someone does let their curiosity get the best of them and they do stop the bus, which can happen, someone or something does find the bus after its accident and manages to fix it. Though I am not sure how. A bus turned monochrome gray becomes a sickly green. And you don't want to be on the bus when it's green. Which is why many of other experienced people will tell you there is no green. If only so they can forget themselves.
I mean, I prefer red.
Nothing good. Ironic. You say you come from a land of corruption, and yet the bus, when it's red, is its sign of corruption. A red bus, broken, damaged, decayed. Like the blue bus, can run without anyone in it, but always seems to be running down a darker path.
Well, I'm not very surprised. See, everything that is corrupted is kind of red anyway. Like, corruption is pretty red. So, if you want to know if something's corrupted, at least as far as I'm concerned, you gotta check if it's red. And then it smells too. It's got like a, a very recognizable smell. And yeah, it's got a taste too.
Not like I would know. Those senses are foreign to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. While still.
Hey, how's it going? I got some new suit.
Ooh. That's a cool suit.
That I had previously, so basically this would be at my job.
Sounds like a wonderful achievement. Don't understand why I have to be so blue about it.
Ha! Ha ha ha!
I knew you were gonna say that. Because blue is my favorite color.
Red's better.
I prefer orange.
Yeah, but
It's a nice in-between.
yeah, but it does have a bit cool feature though. Watch and learn. Better headlights.
That's pretty neat.
Of course, you got that thing.
I mean, I see in the dark, so...
Hey, the person what Hatcher told me about the suit is that pretty much this suit is way better than NASA's, other space suits.
Now what?
To a ship. The suit I'm wearing is better than NASA. Basically, it's like a space program.
Who's NASA? Oh, a space Huh?
Yeah.
You must be confused. I'm sure you're not talking about NASA.
Really? Who even is that? I am confused. Anyways, this is... it does have a jetpack. Oh, shamefully I'm not really skilled when it comes to using jetpacks. Because I never use one myself.
Yeah, no, you gotta be
Why not
careful
give it a
with
try?
jetpacks.
Worst case scenario, you fall in the water.
No, worst case scenario, you go through the grate. It happened to me before. I went through a wall with my jetpack.
Yeah, and I don't want to get... Well, even wearing a helmet, but...
Hey, if you get hurt, I can do neutral healing. It's just, don't get hurt.
I mean, I'll do my best. Okay.
Wow. You're not bad.
Okay, so this work.
Careful.
Yep. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Used to, 'cause...
That smells.
Sorry about that.
Oof. Yeah. I don't know what kind of thing it used to burn, but it's definitely definitely not the same as mine. Oof.
Judging by your reaction, it must be quite potent.
Wow. It's pretty strong. And we got a little corner here, so I got the little wind coming around. Got right in my nose. Ugh. But hey, cool though. I'm all about like getting better suits and stuff. Never stop getting better.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course the best part is this suit does have better protection against radiation.
Hey, that's even better. That's one thing I've not tried.
Yeah.
I've not checked radiation, how that affects me.
Yeah, though, sadly, however, the suit that I previously I thought it was able to protect me enough, which it did, but of course it wasn't really prepped for, dealing with heavy amounts of radiation.
Yes, I too wonder what's so dangerous about this radiation. I don't believe I have encountered it.
Well, I'm not sure, because technically it's just an element. It's kind of like water and earth and shit.
Yes, it can take many forms apparently. Gas, liquid, solids. Huh. Apparently it has a very negative effect on people, but, well, not exactly entirely mechanical, and I'm not really made of flesh and bone either.
And I've never heard if someone could do like radiation magic or something. That would be cool to see. Yeah, I never heard of it, but it would be pretty cool.
I mean, I'd love to see it too. Seeing I'm not really quite familiar with magic myself.
So imagine that you got someone and he goes like abracadabra, boom, and then it's just like a radiation cloud. It's like, ooh, nice. Or they could snap their finger and instead of having like a flame like all the firecaster and stuff, it's like radiation. You could put that in like a core and then just make energy forever and power like generators and stuff. That'd be pretty useful.
For me, it would be very useful. Stuff that to use freaking, let's say, nuclear reactor rods.
Like, I don't know if that's a thing.
Which, of course, is the kind of uses I use for myself.
I remember one time talking to a weird group of individuals, and one of them wasn't with them on the bus, but they did talk a lot about someone who had a weapon that fired radiation. Apparently it was a very devastating thing to get hit by.
Yeah, that much I know. Well, yeah, like think about it. A nuclear, like my thing, it does radiation. It's pretty powerful. Like you shoot that, like I don't know exactly how powerful that is, but that's pretty sure powerful enough to wipe just about everything. Here, maybe. And then the radiation kicks in, and then everything's dead for like thousands of years. I didn't really read anything about it, but it's a general understanding, I think. Maybe I should read about it though. Either way, I don't know what it does to me. Yet. So I have a question.
Sure.
Does that fancy cool suit go in the water?
It does. It's capable of, let's say, up to a depth of 600 meters.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, not really capable for abyssal diving missions, but good for both shallow and maybe some deep diving.
I mean, I don't think I've ever gone any deeper than like 10 meters, 15 meters maybe, underwater. The only time I really go in the water is like at Misty Shores. at home too, but like at home there's less fishes, so it's not as fun. And we have a river at this town, but like we can't go in it because it's also the water that we take for drinking. So yeah. But I can go in underwater for like 2 hours, and I can breathe underwater for that time. So that's pretty cool because I have a horn for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, aside from me, appears that these oxygen tanks, saying, well, you know.
Well, no, I could let you blow in my horn, and then you'd grow gills too, and you'd be able to do it too for 2 hours.
I'm not sure if I'm in quite a bit of a fishy mood. No pun intended.
Ha! Well, I don't have it with me right now anyway, so I don't really want to go home and pick it up. It's got a name. I forgot what the name is, so I just call it the horn of fish. Cause, yeah.
The horn of fish.
Yeah, because you become fish. You have gills, and you can just go in the water. So you become a fish. So it's the horn of fish. And it's not my fault there's no name written on it.
I mean, I wasn't saying anything otherwise.
I know there's a name for it. That's what my mom said, but I don't remember. So I've just been calling it the horn of fish.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good when you really want to go and catch some fish, and then you don't have to go on a boat and just do fishing and just wait. You can just go on the water with a gun and just go patow. That one.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I believe I've exhausted all I can think of doing around here for today. I am gonna go ahead and leave you all and see if the bus will arrive.
I mean, hopefully it will.
Yep.
Make sure you have a ticket.
If any strangers on board, that would be fun to introduce all of you. I'll make sure to do so. Until then, you all have a lovely day.
You too. I'll probably get some rest myself too, considering, oh boy. I mean, I'm pretty much excited to have myself a much dude. Like, of course. I mean, it's not really capable for, for a gunfight, but it is basically, it's basically kind of perfect work environment.
Well, I mean, it could be worse.
It's raw material where basically, yeah, because basically it's basically starting enough to prevent, any kind of like suit breaches during like at your workplace.
You say work, and I'm just like, this is boring. Huh? Jetpacks are cool, though.
Yeah.
I like my jetpack.
Though again, like I said before, like I'm not really quite skilled at using jetpacks, because again, I'm pretty much used to using diving suits.
I know one really cool thing you can do with a jetpack. If you really want to have something really cool with a jetpack, get yourself some of those like long rods that you can poke stuff to roast over a fire, and then you turn the jetpack on and you place those, like, you place food on that, and you just place that over the flames on your jetpack, so you cook food, and it's pretty good. You'd never have to like start a fire or nothing.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain, because I mean, it'd be a lot more better if I did have my trusty, like, a lighter with me.
Yeah, but you have a jetpack, though.
So, I can see your point. Yeah, so I see your point. It'd be a much more better, fire source.
And depending how your jetpack is, like, you could have, like, maybe, like, a backpack or just, like, a bunch of rods that just go, like, on your back. And when you're flying, you're cooking the stuff. You can do, like, whatever you're doing as you're flying, and then you're hungry, so you just go back, you grab, and then you just munch on whatever you're cooking.
I mean, it does remind me a bit where, of course, I was, before I became a captain, like, for, like, the planet Europa, I used to done many to explore, you know, explore planet, basically, different planets. So apparently, on my starship, which of course is back in my home dimension, apparently got some kind of strange signal, which basically calls itself, or call itself the Atlas. Kind of strange name, but basically some kind of like about saying like come visit the Atlas.
Atlas sounds like a really big thing, though.
The Atlas is big. It's actually quite massive. It's basically a huge, or not huge, let me phrase that, a ginormous red sphere. Basically, let me tell you this: both human and alien life worship it as a god.
Well, that makes sense. Because usually when you have an Atlas, it's big. So anything that is labeled Atlas should be big. Like that one, that big ship at the top, that one could be like an Atlas. But not that one. Because that one's too small.
Yeah, but again, like I said, the Atlas that I saw in a different galaxy, which apparently when I saw the Atlas, the galaxy I was in claimed to be some kind of like, my air quote, simulation, which I'm like, a simulation? So you're telling me I'm in a simulation this whole entire time? And basically, if I don't... to the Galactic Center, apparently it somehow resets pretty much almost everything unless I basically submit to Atlas and actually basically stop the path. And basically what it does, when I basically said, okay, I actually do want to restart time and actually not cause a collapse. So I did, but I was not expecting a choice of which galaxy I could go into.
Huh?
I kid you not. It basically, when I basically, of course, I had basically 16 days to basically to get to the center, some kind of like space station. So I didn't make it. And I will tell you this: what was really the really scary part is every time I go through a portal, I will say this: I can teleport to another planet, but basically everything around me is completely empty. Like no life, no nothing. I can't find my starship until my suit says warning, simulation error detected. I'm like, simulation error?
Well, that is a problem I've noticed with teleportations, that sometimes you don't know what's on the other side. Like, my dad has a key that lets him open doors to go places, and sometimes he opens the door and we're just looking through and it's like, I wouldn't want to go there. I don't know what's there, but I wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah.
And me personally, I can't really, like, teleport much. I found a way recently to teleport to only a few places. But I can't talk about it because I don't think it's gonna be very appreciated. But, yeah. I can definitely teleport back home no matter what.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's another strange thing I also discovered. Of course, back in my home dimension, of course. One thing I didn't know is that apparently not only can you find interesting starships, but there's some new starships that I've seen. There's basically one that is a starship that basically runs on the solar space. Basically, these solar sails are like holographic. So instead of like wings, has like solar sails. So basically, it's capable of basically better mobility,
Hello.
How y'all holding up?
Doing fine. I'm about to head to hay.
I'm doing pretty good.
I was actually about to close up shop myself. Okay. Sorry for the repeats. The no microphone thing, it just throws me off so much.
It's fine. Yeah, but one thing I do want to know, real quick, before I do health, anything new about the suit? Like, does it give me better protection against radiation?
It's an
Yeah.
that tends to go with something that's currently called EPP.
I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, Environmental Protection Pack.
Yeah.
While the suit itself is pretty resistant and pretty airtight, it works better when you have an EPP with it, as, well, EPPs are designed for a bunch of stuff. They can be designed to allow you water breathing, designed to create air field around you so you can breathe with no atmosphere. We've got ones that give you resistance to freezing temperatures of frozen planets, the scorching temperature of fire planets. And yeah, I think somewhere around there's one that gives you radiation resistance.
Okay.
And yeah, don't worry, if you do spot Urchius or whatever, you should be fine. Like, people work in mining suits with exposed skin in them before. Granted, yeah, that mine kind of slowly got infested and taken over by a horror, but most of their actually no, not most, only only a fifth of that mining crew was still intact, the rest were all mutated, but still, they were in that mine for who knows how long, constantly harvesting, and they were fine for the most part. Yeah, as long as the exposure is for short durations or, not a major amount of the stuff, you'll be totally fine. It's only prolonged exposure to high amounts where it gets risky. And yeah, that bot that we had to drag out of here, that one was chock full of the stuff. That thing had enough Urchius packed into it to do a whole star jump. Or, in other words, the equivalent to 100 units of fuel for an FTL drive ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
so
pretend I understood.
Exploding into a bio landmine, yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna be a high amount of radiation.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'll be heading out now.
Yeah, same.
Alright.
Well, should probably go home then.
Yep.